At LabLab, we have just tested the Ecovacs W3 Omni, and in this video, we are going to tell you what we honestly think about it. And if you are interested in this product, please note that we have placed a link with its best price right below this video. This window cleaning robot comes with an imposing station. The robot itself is smaller, with its 27 centimeters per side and 8 centimeters in thickness. The station is also heavy. It weighs 10 kilograms, and the robot weighs 2.1 kilograms, which is not light either. Fortunately, it is equipped with a solid handle to make it easier to carry. The attachment system for the cloth underneath the robot is unique, as there is an entire plastic support to which it is attached. The device clings well to windows thanks to its central fan, whose suction power goes up to 8,000 pascals. To navigate, it uses its 2 tracks and its spherical anti-drop sensors, located in its 4 corner brushes. On the robot, a button allows you to start the suction, and nozzles are used to spray the cleaning solution. A long 5.5 meters cable connects the robot to its station. During our tests, it allowed us to reach our highest windows, while leaving the station placed on the floor. The Ecovacs W3 Omni station is very complete. In addition to serving as a battery, it is a real washing base for the microfiber cloth thanks to its integrated brushes. To perform these automatic cleanings, the station contains a 1.2 liters clean water tank as well as a dirty water tank. There is also a control panel with a screen. The menu allows you to choose the operating mode of the window cleaner or the type of cleaning desired for the cloth. There are dedicated buttons to open the cleaning compartment, retract the cable, select a function, or pause the device. If necessary, the robot can be used with its station plugged into the mains. The station has a suction cup to keep it on the ground, and it can only be detached when the robot is no longer on the window, which is an interesting safety feature. At the back of the station, there is a small storage compartment. There is a safety cable, which can be attached to a solid structure to secure the robot in case of a problem. A cloth and a spare support are provided in the packaging, as well as a 230 milliliters bottle of cleaning solution. In use, this solution is used very sparingly, and the remaining level is clearly visible. You should therefore not have to buy more too often. At this price, it is just a shame that additional corner brushes are not provided. To spray the cleaning product, there are 3 nozzles on one side of the device and 3 others on the opposite side. Finally, regarding maintenance, there is not much to do manually because the station cleans the cloth itself. It can also wash its own cleaning compartment. So much for design and maintenance. Now let's move on to the features. It is possible to change the robot's operating mode directly via the station button, but the most practical way is to use the Ecovacs application. In this app, you can choose the language of your choice and adjust the sound volume of the station, which announces important information such as the end of cleaning, the return to the starting position, or the reminder to hold the robot firmly when it detaches from the window. There are 8 operating modes for this robot: quick clean, deep, thorough, focused, edges, remote control, intensive, and zone. However, it is not possible to choose the number of passes. As another feature, you can enable or disable the automatic spray and adjust the spray level. In our opinion, the application is easy to use. Many protections guarantee safe operation. For example, the robot can cling to the window for 30 minutes in case of low power. You can also attach the safety cord if needed. Now let's get down to business with our performance tests. Before any use, you must moisten and wring out the cloth well, then position it under the robot. Our tests confirmed that this device can be used on mirrors. However, the windows must be at least 30 by 40 centimeters in size, and they must not be irregular, uneven, or rounded. There should also be no grease stains, stickers, or condensation, and the frame must be more than 2 millimeters. Next, to test its effectiveness, we used the robot with different types of dirt. During a first pass on a slightly dirty indoor window in quick clean, the robot left many marks, both on the edges and on the surface of the glass. This is probably because the cleaning product was poorly sprayed on the window. We performed a second test on a very dirty outdoor window. After one pass, a lot of mud accumulated along the edges. The track mark was also very present. Since it was perhaps the accumulation of mud on the pad that led to these poor results, we did an intensive cleaning of the cloth, then we started another pass. The window was significantly cleaner after that, but it was still not perfect. During these tests, the cleaning product was widely sprayed on the edges of the windows and into the air. The precision of the spray nozzles is therefore really not optimal. And in terms of performance, we found that the robot was not worth its price. It must be recognized, however, that despite the large size of the device, it handled narrow windows well. It even managed to turn 90 degrees on a 36 centimeters wide window. As for its navigation, we were satisfied with it since there were no failures or inconsistent passes. Now let's finish this test by evaluating the battery life and noise. When you unplug the robot, the screen of its station displays its remaining battery life. A full charge ensures up to 2 hours of battery life, and in addition, a battery pack is provided, which increases this already long duration to 3 hours and 30 minutes. This battery life is exceptional. The W3 Omni is therefore suitable for intensive use with large bay windows. Furthermore, it is possible to use the robot while its station is plugged in. Finally, as for the noise during operation, our sound level meter detected up to 65 decibels at 1 meter distance, which is discreet for this type of product, and there you have our test results. So to summarize everything, the negative points of the Ecovacs W3 Omni are its limited cleaning performance, particularly on edges and very dirty marks. You therefore have to run it twice in case of heavy dirt, and its poorly directed sprays that project a certain amount of product into the air rather than onto the window. As for the positive points, its long battery life, the self-cleaning of the cloth by the station, which is very practical, its simple and intuitive application, the fact that it is not very noisy during operation, its very good navigation, and its 8 available cleaning modes. And that concludes our test. Thank you very much for watching. As a reminder, you will find the link to this product with its best price right below the video.